Welcome back, everybody, to Dead Air. Thank you for joining me once again. And once again, we're joined by Miss Sharon Kille-Jenkins.
Hello. Yay! So good to be back with you, sweetheart. Woo!
So I am a horror fanatic. She is the horror queen. If y'all don't know her, I mean, she's been on a number of times. She's going to be on a number more. And if you're new here, my name is Siena Anzaldua. I am your Dead Air host. Sharon, thank you so much for joining us.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me back.
Of course.
Good movie tonight. Good movie. Yes.
So tonight we are going on with the Mother's Day theme.
Yes.
We're talking about Rosemary's Baby from 1968.
60.
Very good.
1968.
Because it won the Academy Award in '69 for Ruth Gordon as supporting actress.
Sharon's first fun fact
I'm
of
sorry.
the day.
That's how I can remember it came out in '68 because it won in '69. So, sorry, guys.
No. Do
Fun
not say
fact.
sorry, Sharon. That is amazing. I love
All
that.
right.
So, of course, we always start with our horror movie summary. So, we open with Guy and Rosemary Woodhouse, who move into the Bramford, an old New York apartment building with a sinister reputation, where they befriend their intrusive neighbor,
Vladimir Putin, but Putin is playing a really tough, long
neighbors, the Castevets. After a strange and disturbing night when Rosemary becomes pregnant, her health rapidly declines under the care of a doctor connected to the couple. While her husband Guy grows increasingly distant and dismissive of her concerns, as friends fall and I was like, what? As friends fall mysteriously ill or die, Rosemary uncovers clues linking the building and its residents to a satanic coven. When she tries to escape, she is forcibly returned and later gives birth, only to be told her baby died.
Why are you smiling?
Discovery. I know, I'm all smiling.
God.
It's a little dark, but... discovering a hidden passage, Rosemary finds the coven celebrating her child, revealed to be the son of Satan, and despite her horror and betrayal, ultimately succumbs to her maternal instincts and begins caring for the baby. And one of my favorite lines from this part is, "Its eyes! What did you do to its eyes?"
What have you done to it? What have you done to its eyes?
It has its father's eyes.
What? Guy's eyes are brown.
Yes, he has normal eyes.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. Okay, so we're gonna jump right into Siena's and Sharon's thoughts.
Siena's and Sharon's thoughts.
Siena's and Sharon's
thoughts.
Okay.
Okay.
Sharon, start us
Yeah.
off. What are you thinking about this movie?
Oh, I'm thinking it's one of my all-time favorites. It's so scary because you can just see this happening, okay?
Yeah.
You know, and because there are, you know, and I mean, you put yourself in Rosemary's situation and everything is great, and then things start getting weird, and it's like, women, trust your instincts. If something doesn't feel right, it's probably not right.
Exactly.
And it's like, Rosemary, just go with this, you know? So, I mean, it's just one of the greatest. I mean, perfect casting. You see all kinds of familiar faces in there. This one really hit off for Mia, taking her out of the Peyton Place soap opera, because that's where she was basically an Oprah at the time.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, this is one of the ones that builds up the fright and the suspense without seeing anything. but you know it, you can feel it. I mean, this movie, like when the young couple moves into this apartment, it's kind of old and stuff, but she fixes it up and it's all bright and it's yellow and it's white and everything's lovely. The sun's shining and we're going to have a baby. And then once she gets pregnant, if you notice, and starts experiencing the pain, the lights aren't on in the apartment anymore. They keep it darker. It's always raining. It's getting cold.
It's a nice surprise.
Guess what he said?
What?
I look terrible.
Good old Hutch. He's spreading cheer wherever he goes. I'm gonna get a paper, honey. He's a professional crepe hanger.
He's not a professional.
And he's one of the top-ranking amateurs.
And all this stuff, when you're watching, you don't think about it, but you feel it in the atmosphere of the movie. And then it just leads up to even more. And then as she, you know, her friends, I love it when her friend, my favorite line is, "Oh my God, you look like a piece of chalk." Which she does. I mean, they give her that horrible Vida Sassoon haircut. Yep. And then they end up putting, you know, making her look literally like a piece of chalk. And you're just like, it's one of those movies where you watch and you go, come on, it's got to come out differently. Yep. But every time you watch it, it comes out the same. But you really, you know what I mean? It's like Romeo and Juliet. Don't do that.
And they always do.
But this is great. Everybody is in it. It's just, like I said, from the lighting, from the way it was cast, to the people, the feel that you get, you become immersed into that world, and you just want to, like, Rosemary, over here, pay attention, you know. Oh man, what did you think?
I love this movie. This is, again, one of mine's and my mom's favorite movies ever.
I love your mother. I love your mother. Yes.
And I think you hit the nail on the head so perfectly. The fact that they are so intricate with the lighting, with the subtlety of everything. I mean, this, again, I always mention this now, but there's not gore in this movie. There's not really any gore.
You don't even really see the baby. They give this little look kind of with the eyes, but they're going to look at his hands, look at his feet. You don't see anything.
Yes.
Maybe the dream sequence, you see stuff. And that's kind of, you know, but is she dreaming? Is this real?
And that's like, again, that's just part of the genius of it, is because you never know whether it's actually like real or if she's having a hallucination until like the very end of the movie. Yeah. And it's just, it's so good because even when they tell her like your baby died, and then you kind of like believe that for a second. And then you start hearing the baby crying in the other, like behind her bed in the between the partition. And it's like, wait a minute. No. So I love this movie. I love this movie. I love the intricacies of this movie. I love the different like horrifying pieces that we get from this movie. Again, you don't get anything gory, nothing like nasty or anything like that, but you get that dread, that aching feeling in you. And I think that's really what cements this in horror history. It really makes it so good.
I mean, everything that Roman Polanski put into the directing, he draw it out, and it just puts you in there. You're so empathetic to what's happening, and you can see things that others can't because we've been given clues and Easter eggs throughout the movie of what might be going on. And I just think it was exquisitely done. You know, and people go, "Oh, it's this horror film," but it's kind of ahead of its time in what they did.
Yeah.
And it's based on the book by Ira Levin, and he also wrote The Stepford Wives, and that's one you've got to see the original 75, because his take. This man writes the most horrible husbands on the planet. Stepford Wives, that's for another day, but anybody who's seen it knows that those husbands are bad. But you've got Guy who, I need to further my career. I want to do this. I mean, he's willing to give up his wife and his baby and everything so that he can have a part in a play, a role in a movie. Okay.
Yeah, I need to be famous.
No.
Let's just give up my wife.
I mean,
It's
this guy
fine.
is a jerk, okay?
I hate Guy.
Everybody, so he
him
is
so
not,
much.
he is not a good husband.
He's really not
No,
at all.
he's not.
And even like some of his one-liners that I don't know off the top of my head, surprisingly.
Yeah.
But like he like even like towards the end when he's like feeding her and or sitting there while she's eating and he's like eating pieces of her sandwich and he's just like trying to like talk her down and then he leaves and he's like, well, I gotta go do this big part, so I'll see you later.
Yeah.
I gotta run now and get famous.
Pretty much, and I'm like, oh my God, I hate you, dude.
Yeah, you know what he's doing when he shows up at the apartment and she's got her friend over and he comes in the makeup and then the guy's missing his glove, which Maurice Evans, who played the friend, the father of Samantha Stevens on Bewitched.
Oh.
So when you watch that show, so that was filmed around the same time Bewitched was going on. But anyway, you get a clue there because, when he's missing the glove and they can't find it. And then she reads in the book about taking something.
Yes.
And then she calls up the guy guy got the part because he went blind. And it's like, don't you know? Didn't you miss something? Oh, when we switched ties. And then she's going, ding, 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 ding. Gloves, ties. No. Oh my gosh. And she's puzzling it together and doing the anagrams out in the Scrabble game and coming out. I mean, I love the way they just put little things out there and you're putting it together with her. Oh, another fun fact.
Fun fact.
On the phone call to the actor that had lost his sight, when you listen to the voice again, because I didn't realize this at first, but that was done. Roman Polanski called his friend and Mia's friend Tony Curtis, Jamie Lee Curtis's father, Janet Leigh's husband, in to do that voice. That's all he did, but he did the voice. So listen for that. So that family sure has a lot of horror in it. Halloween, Psycho. I mean, it's great. I love it.
So good.
Anyway, that's another little fun thing in the movie. But still, the way they did the Easter, with just moving into the apartment at first and going, I thought there was a closet there.
Yeah.
And she's like, look, it's been moved. But it's just all these little hints.
Yes, and it's so crazy. Like that is something that sticks out to me so much with an Easter egg is like, okay, she was supposedly like a very old woman. How and why would she move this huge thing? And it's just they open the closet and it's just a vacuum and some towels.
It is.
So like that should be like, hey, that's not right.
But one of the good ones was when she went back to see Dr. Saperstein and she's in the office and the receptionist goes, oh, that smells much better than what you normally wear. Oh yeah, it was this good luck charm, blah, blah, blah. Good, I hope the doctor does the same, and then it's I gotta go. Oh, my husband's in the car. I'll be right back. It's like, how fast can I get the hell out of here? And then she, when she goes out and she's running into traffic and stuff, that was another thing that Polanski did. Is
Sharon's fun fact.
I'm sorry.
No, I love it.
When Rosemary runs into the traffic, he wanted real reaction.
Yeah.
And his camera people go, we're not running into traffic. So he got the handheld camera and followed Mia and said, just go. And so the honking and the people get out of the street and all looking like, what's wrong with this lady? Of course, they had to see him behind her in the camera, but that's still, they're all looking. So it was all, nowadays you wouldn't tell an actor, just run out in oncoming traffic. But when she said that to Polanski, apparently he replied to her, no one's going to hit a pregnant woman, but it worked. So there's a lot of little things in there to see the panic in her and in that phone booth where she's making the call and the guy outside the phone booth you think might be in on it, who, by the way, for some of you who know who William Castle is, that's the director William Castle. He did some other scary movies and different things back in the day. And that was his little cameo in there. But and then in the doctor's office, and thank God for Dr. Hill, and I'm just going to fall asleep. And then Dr. Hill brings in the people, and you're just like, no!
You had a chance!
dropping her purse, everything she's trying to do. Oh my God, you're just rooting for her so bad. And it's just not working.
No, it's really not.
Yeah.
And like one of the best parts of this movie, and it's because I hate guys so much, is when she spits on him.
Oh, yeah. I was like thinking, hit him, do something, and she just spits. Oh, perfect.
Like, yes.
Because you deserve that.
Yes.
You deserve that.
Oh, my gosh. He deserved that and so much more. It's so crazy interesting, crazy. But like being one of those people while she's running out in traffic.
Yeah, that would have been interesting. And then you realize later, wow.
That was me.
Yeah. It's like the lady throwing the hat in the opening of the Mary Tyler Moore Show. It's like, who's the lady? Just walking down the street one day.
Yep.
But yeah, no, they did a lot of ways to draw you in.
Yeah,
and
they did.
You don't think that you're watching a movie.
Yeah.
And when they make me so into it that forget that I'm in the theater or at home watching a movie or whatever, they've done their job.
They really have.
So.
And it's like, I think that's something that is so unique nowadays, especially when you compare horror movies today and horror movies like from the 60s and 70s, is that I feel like a lot of the newer movies have a lot of trouble drawing you in a very genuine sort of way where you forget you're watching a movie sometimes.
Right.
There's very few horror movies that do that these days. A lot of them are like out of the box and they're fun and I love them.
Yeah, they're great. But
this one hits so much closer to home because it feels so much more realistic than anything else. And I think that's something like, even when they filmed this movie, it just feels the graininess in the film, the I don't know, the filter. I don't even know if it's a filter or if it's just because it's an older movie, but like it just feels softer sometimes.
Well, and the lighting that they did created a lot of that. And shooting in the Dakota for the Bram.
Yeah.
I mean, that building was built in 1884. It was one of the original luxury apartments in New York. In fact, the guy who did the Plaza Hotel you always hear about, he designed that.
Oh, wow.
That was one of his buildings. It's right off of Central Park. So you've got all that atmosphere. I mean, just the opening credits when it comes over New York and then goes into that building and you're just like, oh, that building is gorgeous, but there's just something not right there, And then you get all the clues from everybody as to, hey, that's, this happened and these. And the thing about it, they talk about the witches and the different stuff. The people, Ruth Gordon, they weren't witches like you think.
Yes.
There wasn't like this creepy, weird, when they got off into their stuff, but they look like this nice little old lady next door, and she's got this, comes over, and here, I brought you some, some chocolate mouse. You eat that.
Yeah.
Take your pill.
No pope ever visits a city where the newspapers are on strike.
I heard he's going to postpone and wait till it's over.
Well, that's showbiz.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. All the costumes, the rituals, all religion.
And all this stuff. And they did a good job of developing that because you knew something was, she said intrusive neighbor, but you like her.
Yeah.
But yet these people are, they're Satanists. And they're going to take your baby.
Yes.
And yet, so you've got evil living right on the other side of the wall, but I'm gonna say it's covered, but it's just concealed so well in the way that they do stuff. When she went into their apartment for dinner and she says, there's something missing on the wall, the pictures, it's there, but this is that. And she's picking up on all these little things. And of course, by then we know that, guys got to go over and visit again, and guy's always over there. And
gee, I wonder why.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah.
One of the worst husbands in horror history. And I agree. I think the fact that this movie really changed the way that you see Satanists or cults or witches and all that kind of stuff, because they're just completely innocent looking people, and that is the scariest part. And again, it deepens that feeling of, oh my God, this could happen to anybody anywhere, and it could happen to me. It could be my neighbor.
Yeah.
Like that. And it
you never know who lives next door. It's terrifying. It really is.
And it just adds another level of horror to this movie that I think is so relatable and so scary. It's just so good. I want to talk about just a couple of themes in this movie.
Okay.
And one of the ones that we've already we've already kind of talked about it, but not super, is the gaslighting and the psychological manipulation.
Come on. Look what they did to that poor woman.
It's bad.
No.
It's so bad. So it's the fact that, like, Rosemary has all these different concerns, and she's just dismissed, and it's already, like, explained away right away, and it's just like, you're just crazy. Just keep going. You're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, you're imagining this.
Yeah.
You're okay. You're pregnant.
It's going to happen. It's normal. And oh my gosh, Saperstein was so good at this.
Yeah, he was.
It'll be gone in 2 days. Take a couple of Tylenol and you'll be fine.
She's telling her friends, and they're like, you've had a pain since when?
Yeah.
And
it's so sad. It's so sad.
Oh, yeah.
That it takes that all of that, like, all of those relationships.
Vladimir Putin, but Putin is playing a really tough, long
relationships around her that says like pain like that is a warning sign to you. Listen to it.
Yeah.
And she doesn't, because then it goes away.
Yeah, it makes you think how convenient it went away that night right after the party.
Yeah.
But then after it went away, you'll notice in the movie, the rain stopped, and then all of a sudden she started bringing bright colors in, so they're trying to give you a different aspect.
Yes.
Again, something you don't think about, but you feel when you watch the movie, because, the music's lighter, it's better, it's nicer.
Okay. Everything's fine.
No, she was, and that's the thing. Which is a theme a lot of that carries on in horror today.
Yeah.
It's always the woman, not always, but usually, and she's like, look, this isn't right, and people are like, yeah, sweetheart,
It's okay.
It's like, women at the doctor, honey, you're just imagining. It's like, now if the guy says something, they're like, really? You think about that? But, she's like, hey, and they're like,
It's fine. It's not
but then your girlfriends get in there and go, oh no, this isn't going to fly. And one of her girlfriends you might notice as the wife of Major Bellows on I Dream of Jeannie. There's a lot of people that showed up that are character actors in this movie. Anyway, a fun fact I'm throwing in while we're thinking about. Just thought about it.
Sharon's fun fact.
Mia is a strict vegetarian, and in that she had the steak that she just, and then that was actually a raw chicken liver. And it was very, very hard for her to do. And literally when she was like, at the sink was what she was like, no. But she did it for the role. But she's strict, and you are a vegetarian.
Yes.
So I'm going to give you some raw liver now. And you're going to eat this because you're going to be in my movie. And that's pretty much.
Well,
but
maybe
she did
for
that.
A movie, but oh God.
But so that's kind of something you didn't know. But I had heard an interview with her, and she said that was just. She said, I did what he asked me to do, like walking out into real traffic. But eating, I don't even know if I could bite into raw chicken liver, but Mia should have got an Oscar for this one. She really should have. She should have.
So snubbed.
Yes.
Ugh,
yes.
Typical.
She should have got it. Anyway, okay, back to gaslighting, I guess.
So I think in this movie it was very much just so imperative to the plot, the amount of gaslighting and manipulation and all that kind of stuff. Now we're gonna pivot a little bit. Pivot to our main theme for our last couple of movies is the fear of being a mother. Motherhood.
I got 2 children.
Yeah. So
I can verify that. Bless their hearts.
Can you relate to this movie on that aspect of that fear of becoming a mother? Like, not not exactly like how Rosemary was. I mean, you weren't being targeted by
Was your mother, did you ask your mother about this?
So, yes. And she was sort of the same, where it was like, yeah, I mean, I was scared to become a mom. I was scared to not have to, but I was scared that I was birthing a child and then I would have to raise this child. And you just sometimes, like, again, with this movie, like, all the science, I feel like, was really new. So you also get that aspect of, oh my gosh, like, people have been doing this for millions of years, but, like, also, I am so cognizant of all the dangers that could happen and everything like that. And I think that really taps into that horror behind this movie as well, because you're getting that layer of, I'm being gaslit from all sides. Is this actually normal to be feeling this different things during my pregnancy and all that kind of stuff? So, what do you think?
I mean, I wanted to have kids really bad, but when I was very pregnant for my birthday, my birthday's in March and my daughter was born in July. So we went to dinner with my in-laws and they'd ask, what do you want for your birthday? Laserdisc, for those of you who are to remember when they came out in between beta and VHS, it looked like an album. Anyway, I had asked for Rosemary's Baby. So my in-laws bought it for me, and they gave it to me for my birthday when I was pregnant with their first grandchild. And my mother-in-law said to me, I'm not really like buying you and giving you this gift when you're pregnant with my grandchild. And I'm like, but I love it. It's great. Thank you. So
that's very much a
you're asking the crazy, the horror queen over here, as you call me.
You are the horror queen.
Well, yeah, when I'm pregnant, I would really like to watch that movie. Could you get it for me? Not anyway, but I wasn't worried about being I loved it. I loved it. I think I loved being pregnant, but I didn't have a lot of problems like some people have rough times. Yeah. No, I just sat back and watched Rosemary's Baby and said, okay, how bad can it be?
It can't be this bad.
And it wasn't. I mean,
anyway, going off of that too, the music in this movie.
The lullaby.
Oh.
You know who sang the lullaby?
Mia Farrow, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yes.
I doubted myself.
Genius.
So
genius.
Good.
That lullaby is great.
Oh my gosh. It just opens the movie so perfectly. And then it closes the movie so perfectly when she's rocking the little cradle. And you can just see her starting to like, okay, I'm a mom now. I'm going to take care of
what
this
am I going to do?
And it's just...
But they took that beautiful lullaby, and when she's being chased, they're they made it all off kilter with weird string sounds and stuff. So they would constantly do it, but they adapted it to whatever situation Rosemary was in at that point, which was
good.
Genius.
It was absolutely freaking genius. And I think that's, again, it's so subtle, and the way Roman Polanski really played with that subtlety throughout all aspects of this movie is what really cemented this movie in history. And I think just because the score of a movie, the soundtrack of a movie can be so strong. And
I mean, it sets moods for certain things. And then it becomes a signature for others.
I mean, you think about the Jaws. Exactly.
All you have to do is do that, and everybody knows instantly what is.
Exactly.
But Rosemary's Baby, that lullaby just starts out. I think I told you one of the times I had gone to New York City, and every time I go, I just go by the Dakota. I'll call it the Bram because just because I'm there and I have to go by. And I was talking to one of the, they have a couple of guys that are always outside. They're not really bellmen. They're like guards or whatever. But we were talking about things, and a lot of people goes, oh, are you here for John Lennon? I said, no, I'm here for Rosemary's Baby. And he said, oh, you like that too? I said, I love that movie. He goes, how about the song? And at the same time, we both started. He started to go, and I joined in, la, 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 la. And I'm like, this is so awesome, because I'm standing outside and the guy that works there is singing the lullaby, and that was really cool. So, I mean, that's iconic there.
It abso-freaking-lutely is iconic.
It is.
It just, again, it expands the fact that horror can be in all aspects of life. Even if you don't watch horror, you automatically know exactly what's going to happen when you hear a certain music score, a certain song, anything like that. And this one is just no different.
No,
it's so good.
If you haven't seen it, you have to see this.
Please watch this movie.
Really, I mean, it's true suspenseful horror and terror without the gore. There's not profanity.
What the is this? What's your profanity? Right.
There's not. There's a touch of nudity in the dream sequences, but again, dream sequences. You just got to be there to say what's real and what's not. But
so good.
Yeah. No, I don't have anything else to say except it's fantastic, and Ruth deserved that Oscar that she got, and I'm sad that they didn't see fit to, but they don't recognize horror a lot.
No, they
don't. I mean, Ruth Gordon was one of the first really for horror to get that, and then Rick Baker got American Werewolf in London for makeup, which you have to. But they usually don't do horror stuff, and then Silence of the Lambs swept it, which was much deserved.
Absolutely.
I am still waiting because David Howard Thornton deserves one for Art the Clown. I don't know what the problem is with the Academy, but yeah.
Scarometer. That means that you get scared.
Scarometer.
That means that you get scared. Woo. Okay, Sharon, how would you rank this movie on a scale of 1 to 10?
100.
Oh, I agree.
Because it is one of the great classic horror films of all time.
Yes, this is a foundational film that
it is.
If you're trying to get into horror, this is one of the places that you have to start at.
Yeah.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
It is.
I would agree. 100 out of 10. I mean, it's phenomenal in all the different ways. The subtlety in the camera work, in the lighting, in the music, in the shift in tones. It's just perfection.
Everything. It is.
It is. It is.
It is. Everything works together there. It was beautifully crafted by Roman Polanski, wonderfully acted by that superb cast. And it's as effective today as it was then, and will continue to be, because it plays in your mind and puts you in that situation. And it's terrifying. Nobody wants to be manipulated like that. And when your husband is in on it,
that's scarier.
We're not Guy Woodhouse fans over here.
No,
not at all.
Not.
No.
Well, Sharon, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Abso-freaking-lutely. Folks, next week we are getting into something very, very different here, because it will no longer be Mother's Day. We're going into The Strangers. And we are going to have another guest who has been on plenty of times as well. We're going to have Brandon Duran on again. So that is going to be a doozy of a movie. So I hope you're ready.
Yay!
And that's all, folks.
That's all, folks.
And remember, no, you're fine, Sharon. Don't split up and don't go into the basement. Bye.